Well, Stan Druckenmiller was on CNBC this week, and he said a lot. I mean, there's a lot to talk about there, but he did say 5 years ago, I said crypto was a solution in search of a problem. Well, now the problem has been clearly identified. It's Jerome Powell and the rest of the world's central bankers. There's a lack of trust. Don't trust, verify, of course, right? And that's he basically is pointing to Bitcoin as the possible solution to this. It is the solution, and he's recognizing that more and more. We're watching him be orange pilled. He mentions that he used to be a bond vigilante, but the bond vigilantes have been killed because of the Fed intervening in the markets, just like Ethereum is a good one to look at in terms of constant intervention in the market and forking and changing and the algorithm and, just capricious nature of who they decide to bail out, who, what thefts get saved and blah, blah, blah.
Right. Well, he's providing cover for every scammer in the world.
Elon Musk?
Yeah. Which is really sad, because we're on the cusp of the singularity and we're on the cusp of peace breaking out. And here's this egomaniacal psychopath who wants to come in at the last minute and do his little fandango dance and then look at me, look at me, look at me. I mean, he makes Peter Schiff look, emotionally stable by comparison. Really. I mean, he makes, look, we just got this, by the way. These are the,
it's a Bitcoin grenade.
It's a Bitcoin grenade. It got two
Bitcoin
colors.
is the meteor. Or is that an asteroid? No, I think it would be a meteor. That's the grenade.
That's the grenade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloaks, crypto cloaks, I think it's called.
Crypto Cloaks sent that over. So we've got some Bitcoin grenades. That's the thing that's going to rip apart the system, as like they're the dinosaurs living on fossil fuels and an absence of innovation, by the way. I mean, look at the fact that there were electric cars already like 100 years ago, and instead they decided to, because of command and control intervention in the economy, they decided to go with gasoline powered cars and spew all their carbon emissions and to get to Walmart to buy some goods shipped in across the oceans from China. So, I mean, the entire fiat system incentivizes just waste, right? It's almost all waste.
Right. Of that 160,000 terawatt hours per year in energy, 60% is wasted.
Yeah.
60% is wasted. Okay, so having carbon credits is a bailout for Elon Musk, and it doesn't address this problem whatsoever. Replacing central banks, because that energy is driven by fiat money in the petrodollar, as we've explained over and over again. And by replacing central banks, you are going to drop global energy usage by 3/4. Okay, that's how you get a species-saving reduction in carbon. Is with Bitcoin. It's the only way. It's designed to do that. It's at $1 trillion in market cap. It needs to get to 10, 20, 30 trillion. And, guys like Elon Musk, it's so sad. He's like the devil. I mean, I hate to be so, put in such stark terms, but he's literally Lucifer at this point, coming down at the last minute to stop humanity from getting this species-saving, central bank killing, hardest money ever invented, distributed, and getting the market cap to $10 trillion. It's really, really sad. And there's his mom with his pitchfork. Come on, Elon, get on stage, do it for me. And whatever those two get on with, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it.
Well, for me personally, I feel like I've been around in Bitcoin since 2011, and I've seen loads and loads of FUD. I've seen like, it's going to destroy the world. It's going to, central banks are going to kill it. Governments are going to kill it. China's going to kill it. All these things. Like it's gone through every single wave of FUD. This is the last FUD standing. And obviously, I think they're really targeting the financial angle to that, which is that these ESG funds, which are, basically guiding a lot of trillions and trillions of dollars of investment funds. And, what the US media does now with this whole social justice warrior sort of movement and stuff like that is performance, right? Rather than actual action. So they don't want to change a corrupt system. they just want to distract you with some
Yeah, they're LARPing.
Yeah, they're LARPing and pretending that they're like, I mean, all of these ESG funds, like you can see, look them up online. Some of them, like they're investing in just human rights abuses, all sorts of damage, biogas, which is like destroying the Amazon. You could see the videos of children being ripped from their homes in the Amazon.
Right.
Like
so
that.
we had two corporate events. You had the annual event at Berkshire Hathaway. They voted down all ESG initiatives. We had the annual event at British Petroleum. They voted down all ESG initiatives. So here's two major players in the carbon business, run by two guys and two corporations, two
Dinosaurs.
entities that are run by fiat money, that are constantly on the take. BP, without the bailouts, remember, they would have gone out of business long ago, but they just take that money from the UK taxpayer and everyone around the world. Give me.
And American taxpayer, by the way.
They take it all. They just take it all. They take all that fiat money and they cause violence, war, deprivation, starvation.
Look at all the wars going on right now.
Right. That's all fiat money driven. BP, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, they're all in the same game, whether it's carbon credit, derivative manipulation by Musk, whether it's accounting fraud on Wall Street, manipulation of stocks by Buffett, whether it's greenwashing by BP. There's their logo, the green sunflower. It's so beautiful at BP, isn't it? They love planet Earth while they knife it in the gut and watch it bleed out for a nickel because they're sick.
And so, I was going to say, too, with this gasoline shortage, which is just, that entropy and disintegration and deglobalization we've been talking about. But the remarkable thing is, like, the last I looked, the gasoline stations, petrol stations down in Miami, which doesn't even use the Colonial Pipeline, are 50% of them are out of gasoline because everybody's like FOMOing into the pumping as much gas as they can, bringing containers down and stuff like that. And that reminded me of these Dogecoin people who are like chasing Elon Musk's tweets into a coin that just there's no shortage of Doge, right?
No, it's unlimited.
There will never be a supply shortage. And yet people are like, where's my bags? Where's my plastic bags? I'm going to fill it up with some Dogecoin. I'm going to fill it up with Dogecoin.
Yeah, they're popping out their false eyeballs and filling the eye sockets with gasoline and Dogecoin, thinking that somehow that's going to save them from the Bitcoin singularity. If you're not right with Satoshi, you're going to get wiped out, faster than the dinosaurs. It's going to be a cataclysmic event. You and your family are going to be on the street picking nuts out of squirrel shit, trying to survive if you don't get right with Satoshi right now.
Right. But I mean, everybody's been looking at these videos and photos from the past week of people. I mean, the plastic bag woman was actually 2 years ago from Mexico, but the plastic bags, there are people that are taking Tupperware bowls.
Sure.
There's a person with a Hummer. Of course, a Hummer, I mean, I think some of them are electric now, but obviously this one wasn't because they had five gallon
colostomy bags with gasoline at the pump, to get an extra few miles in their Hummer on their way to getting some chemotherapy because they're not right with Satoshi. Get right with Satoshi and you can avoid all this.
Well, this Hummer exploded, right?
Of course. Well, gasoline is highly flammable.
But that's Dogecoin bag holders. That's like them like blowing up on the road to Satoshi, essentially. It's
right. Doge is like putting bags of, baggies of gas on your oven and then deciding to bake a cake, see what happens, and but I guess the path to redemption and salvation is littered with the corpses of stupid Doge buyers.
Yes.
I hate to say it because it sounds nasty, but if the road to salvation is littered with the bodies of these idiots, so be it. We're not, I follow Matt Odell. I follow American Huddle. I follow the toxic maximalists, and they would agree. As a matter of fact, I'm quoting from them. We have no more patience. If this lunatic wants to blow himself up with fake carbon credits and try to fly to Mars and start civilization anew with his mom, then I can't stop it.
Nope. He's got to get right with Satoshi. Again, so, fiat money makes these people stupid. They end up in Dogecoin, putting bags of Dogecoin in their back of their Hummer and blowing up. And, they FOMO'd in. Like, that's the thing, is like that person FOMO'd into this like fake shortage of gasoline and blew up their car. And like, what was the point of that whole exercise, right? It was like stupid.
It's a round trip to incineration.
Yeah, but that's the, with the interventions, the nonstop interventions and all these fake credits, like I'm going to read some of them again. There's RINs, RINS, ZEV, LCFS, RECs, like with all these interventions and all of these nonstop quantitative easing and all the other programs, TARP, I don't know what else there was. Like there were so many programs to bail out the whole system.
And they all have these fancy acronyms.
But they encourage people to be so stupid as to fill plastic container, Tupperware bowls and put them in the back seat of their Hummer and blow it up.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Like that's our financial system. That's our banking system. That's our economy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when monks used to douse themselves with gasoline and set themselves on fire to protest the Vietnam War. Now we've got Karen in an SUV dousing herself with gasoline and setting herself on fire because she's FOMOing into Doge. That's how pathetic this society has become.